This episode has been brought to you by JustNForm.com. If you're tired of being censored, tired of having your data stolen and sold, go to JustNForm.com, a social media site where all voices are welcome.
What is up, people? I hope that you are doing well. I am sorry I will not be able to give any shout outs because clearly I am on the road. I'm on the way to my job that actually pays for my bills because truth telling doesn't do a good job of that. So, but with that being said, because I usually don't do this, especially on Periscope, that this is important, or otherwise I wouldn't be live streaming right now. So I would ask if you could retweet this, tag Ocasio in this, and tag Kenny too, because he needs to retweet this as well. But I feel as if it is my responsibility to talk about this because not a lot of people have. The Green Party member reached out to me discussing this, and I thought, actually, we do need to discuss this because it could be huge. It could be very impactful. So I don't know how many of you know this, but Alexandria Ocasio is going to California, I think next week, and specifically in the LA, Southern California area. Now, I don't know how many of you all know this, but Kenneth Mejia ran for Congress before, I believe in the 25th district. Now, for whatever reason, he technically lost that race. He was a Democrat when he ran, though. He ran as a Bernie candidate. He was a very popular candidate, got a lot of support, a lot of fundraising during his first election. But because of how the Democratic Party not only treated him, but also treated Bernie Sanders and treated the rest of us, he decided to exit and join the Green Party. And luckily, a lot of supporters went with him, and he still maintained a very strong base in the area and a stronger campaign, so much so that in the jungle primary, in the behemoth of an election that is the jungle primary of California, Kenneth Mejia actually placed top 2 against, once again, a corporate Democrat, which is interesting because in his what would be seemingly most popular era of running, which is why he was still a Democrat, he did not win top 2. But he switches over to Green Party, and all of a sudden he's in the top 2 against the corporate Democrat. What a surprise. Now, that's a big deal because jungle primaries are not like traditional primaries across the country. Jungle primaries is a free-for-all. Top 2, no matter what, Democrat, Republican, Independent, etc., they go against each other in November. Kenneth Mejia, running for U.S. House of Representatives, is in the top 2 going head-to-head with a corporate Democrat. Now, what does that mean? That means if he wins as a Green Party candidate, he will be the first congressman ever to represent the Green Party in any U.S. elected high office. Now, that's including both the House and the Senate. He would make history. It would be absolutely incredible. Now, here's where Ocasio comes in. Alexandria, you have a chance to prove right now, when you go to Southern California, or hell, perhaps even before, that you are not beholden to the party, that you are not beholden. I don't believe that you're beholden to the establishment. In fact, I defend you often. And the reason I have to defend you, unfortunately, is that the people are tired of getting burned. The people are tired of seeing even the progressive politicians, even Bernie. They're even tired of seeing Bernie capitulate to the idea of the duopoly. Capitulate to the idea that, as long as we're talking about the right issues and even to a degree passing the right policies regarding those issues, that you can't stand up for what you believe in or the people who embody the ideals that you are fighting for unless they're Democrat or unless they're Republican or unless they're not competing against this particular person. Even right now with Tim Canova, Bernie Sanders, obviously, for whatever reason, Tim doesn't hold hard feelings against him, but he can't even re-endorse Tim Canova despite the fact that he endorsed him early on in his election last time. and people are just tired of it. And so you've broken a lot of barriers. You've done a lot of things that elected Democrats, progressive or otherwise, have not done. You're also, if you win, going to be the youngest congressperson or senator in history. I mean, there's a list of barriers that you have been able to break down, a list of walls that you've been able to knock down. And this could potentially be the most important wall that you break down. Saying that, yes, Kenneth Mejia is a Green Party member, and yes, he is going against a Democrat, but he is a corporate Democrat. And you being able to step up and say, hey, I am supporting Kenneth Mejia, and I'm endorsing him because of the issues. If this Democrat, perhaps, were better on the issues, then maybe I wouldn't have a problem supporting him. But he's not. And so I have to endorse Kenneth Mejia because this is an important district, this is an important state, and I need people in my progressive caucus that you plan on starting that are going to fight for the ideals and the policies and the issues that I'm putting forth if we're going to achieve anything in the House of Representatives. What you would show is that the people are going to matter more than the party 100% of the time. You are going to show that you will not, at any point, whether it is now or when you get to the House of Representatives or in the future, be beholden or more beholden to your party than the interests of the population that you're supposed to be representing. It will prove that you can knock down barriers to get things done in the interest of progressivism. And it will give you the first huge step to putting more independents who think like you do in office to get your personal policies that you want to see get pushed through passed. Because if you are going to tackle elections like you said you want to, and I really hope you do, if you are going to introduce these progressive policies like ranked choice voting, universal health care, public education, that means more and more, especially if Kenneth wins, you will eventually see more independents and Green Party candidates getting in office. And do you want to be at odds with them? Or do you want to be known as the very first person who managed to thrive in the duopoly under her own terms, that brought in a Green Party candidate and said, hey, this isn't about me, this isn't about this party, it's about those people, let's get to work. And that's what you have the ability to do. And so I urge everybody who's watching right now to retweet this, share this, tag them over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Tag her again right now, tag her again tomorrow, tag her again tonight, and every single day until they endorse Kenneth Mejia. I personally believe, you all know how I personally feel about the idea of the Justice Democrats as far as how it came in. I don't agree as a journalist, as someone who has his own network. I don't believe that the media should be taking a definitive stance saying that we are going to throw our resources and our efforts behind and our investments behind one particular party over the other, because then you become beholden to that party and then it controls your narrative. I also don't like some of the people who run Justice Democrats. But the idea of the Justice Democrats, I'm okay with, meaning that if you are truly here to fight against corporate Democrats, because that was the whole reason you were created, that was the entire reason you were created, and if you, Ocasio, embody that idea, and I do believe, because I've been following you for a while, and I know when you got in. You got in before all the major changes. You got in before all the crazy stuff started going down. Some of the stuff that people know about and some of the stuff they don't know about. But you got in before all this. Which means that you probably do. You probably do want to take down corporate Democrats. Kenneth Mejia is running against that corporate Democrat. Kenneth Mejia is running against everything that you are fighting against. So, what a better time than now to say, look, we're on the side of progressivism no matter what. And anyone who stands against that, we're going to have to take down. Period. So, that being said, I appreciate you all tuning in. Like I said, share, please, retweet this. Put it wherever you can. Tag her. And then, I guess on that note, always remember more than anything else, find your balance. Peace.
Hey, thanks for tuning in to this segment of Mika Says Sukasa. You can join us on JustNForm and make sure that you subscribe to Stop the Russian Menace. Yeah, that's it. If you smash that subscribe button, then USA, just hit subscribe, people. And always remember, more than anything else, find your balance. Peace.